Hey y'all. Hey. Can you hear me? Can you see me? How's everything going? How's everything going? It's Sunday. Sunday. Y'all look, I went and got my little bob done over. Y'all I feel like it's too short. What y'all think? What y'all think? I feel like it's too short, but I think I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna get used to it. Okay, it's an adjustment or whatever, but it's gonna have to work. Okay, how's everyone doing? Leave me some yellow hearts. Let me know you are here. Okay, let me know you here. I see people here, but I don't see people here. You know what I mean? Okay, so y'all ready to love is over. Okay, it was the finale last week, and it is the reunion's next. Okay, like that's what I care about. That's exactly what I care about. I cared so much about this daggone episode that we watched that I didn't even take notes because I am over it. Okay, like super duper over all of it. Like I'm so glad it's over. This cast has been like odd. This season has been odd. Everyone's been like eliminating themselves, ghosting the show. Like, what does the NDA look like? What does all of this look like? I don't know. I really don't know. What the contract look like? Like, do you have to stay a certain amount of time before you can self-eliminate? Or if they actually leave, like, do we not do the interviews? People being blackballed allegedly from the season. The people, like it's just a whole lot. Like, allegedly Tina is not part of the cast. Allegedly, Troy is being blackballed. Okay. It's a whole lot going on with this cast. And it's like it's just drama after drama. This is the only TV show, honestly, that I know have so much behind the scenes drama. It's ridiculous. Not saying that other shows don't. We just don't know it. They put everything out front street. And the interview I am waiting for is Paul's interview because I know Paul is getting ready to tell it all. And I'm gonna be front row center for that interview. Okay, all the stuff that everybody been tiptoeing around, not really wanting to say, not really want to put out there, he gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna be right here to receive it. Okay, so like I said, I don't have any notes for this episode, so we just winging it. And we talking about the episode. And how do we feel about it? As we know, the men went to meet the women family today. Now, Tommy says that, meeting a family is such a big deal. But then I'm sitting here like, exactly, Tommy. So why are you forcing these people to do it? This is the same thing that guy, I guess Sabrina eliminated supposedly. And I'm just like, I don't know what to expect from like this. I don't know what to expect from Ready to Love going forward. When we met, first of all, Dakia's mother looked like she could be her sister. She looked good. I said, okay, mama, I see you. Dakia's brother is not here for Paul whatsoever. He was like, he's kind of old. So you're kind of old. You're old, huh? You're old. Y'all was sitting here cracking up like, nah, he's old. And my thing is like, Paul and Dakia know that it's nothing. So they took us on this little journey of meeting the families and talking to get to know them for nothing. The kid knows that it's not anything. He knows that it's not anything. So I wasn't surprised when at the end, Paul said that he chose himself. Y'all, I don't know why that was so funny to me because usually the girls be like, I choose me. And we're like, yeah, girl, yeah, choose you. Right? And then Paul goes, I choose me. And we like, duh, like we didn't expect anything different. Like if y'all would have said y'all was choosing each other, I'd have been over here like, huh, why, what is the point? So at the end of the day, I'm sitting here like, well, Paul chose himself, and then the kid turned around and chose her stuff. Child, this is cast of choosing himself if it ain't nothing else. So I don't know. I have a question for y'all. Is this what we really want? So you know how we say, oh, these couples just want to make it to the end. I don't know why they don't bow out gracefully. I don't know why they just don't self-eliminate. What do we really want from these people if they're not finding love? Do we want them to like just self-eliminate and then just have no cast? Or do we want them to at least keep trying and trying and trying to the end? And then if nothing happens, then choose themselves and move forward. I'm just curious as to like what do we want from them? Okay, because obviously if they don't have a connection, if they're not building any connections, why should they why should they stay? Are they wasting our time? But then if no one stays to make it to the end, because y'all know we be like, everybody just want to make it to the end. If no one stays to make it to the end, do we really even have a show? Because think about it, Paul would have self-eliminated a long time ago. Think about if, the kid would have self-eliminated a long time ago, or even Tory when he realized there was no one there for him. How would that have looked as a whole season? Like, just things that I'm just curious about. Okay. When Carmen takes Donovan to meet her mother and her father, first thing first, I'm tired of Donovan in his jacket. I'm tired of the jacket, Donovan. Sorry, okay. And we established that Donovan looks like Genuine. They sent me the picture in a membership group chat that Donovan looks like Genuine, and he really does. I'm about to pull up the picture. Tell me that don't look like Donovan. Just a little bit older. Donovan do look like Genuine. He's a cutie, okay, a cute little cutie. So Donovan, I don't think Donovan was prepared. Okay, if your connection isn't there, bow out gracefully. No need to stay on the show just to get to the finale and then choose yourself. I mean, I get it, but if everyone did that, will we even have a show? Would we even have a show if everyone was like, nope, my connection not here, I'm out, peace. Nope, my connection not here, I'm out, peace. Nope, my connection not here, I'm out, peace. Like, what would that look like as a show? Like, I don't know. So I kind of feel conflicted with this back and forth of what Ready to Love is, because ultimately Ready to Love is basically you choosing someone at the end to be in a committed relationship, not friends with, not anything short of. Okay. Good morning. So it's afternoon. Jeez, it's one. So my thing is, Donovan tied of the jacket. Carmen tied her powerful chain. Like, Chad, the powerful chain, we get it. We get it. We got it. Good. Okay. But when Carmen's mother is a pastor. Carmen's father, I don't know if he's a pastor, but they seem very religious. Okay. And when they were sitting down talking to Donovan talk too much. I just feel like, I understand you want to be open, you want to be honest, you want to be transparent, but I feel like there's some things you might just need to leave to yourself. Okay. Okay. He asked, the father asked what happened in his last marriage. He said he stepped out in his last marriage. I was like, no, Donovan, no. Don't say that. Like, that is not how you win over the parents. She was like, how do you know you're not going to do that with Carmen? He was like, because like I'm making a commitment to this, that, and the other. Well, I'm sure you made a commitment in your last marriage. I said, see, this is what I'm saying, Donovan. You can, there's nothing you can say to combat what you already just said. What you should have said was, well, me and Carmen already talked about what happened in my last marriage, and we got a clear understanding of what's going on. So moving forward, I am going to be committed to her in this process of blah, blah, blah. But he should have never just came out his mouth and was like, well, I stepped out in my last marriage. Well, boy, that's not a good sign for the mother. Okay. Mom was like, are you spiritual? Are you religious? And he was like, I'm not really spiritual. He's beating around the bush, basically saying like, nah, he's not really religious or spiritual or anything, but he does have a connection with a higher power. Okay. A connection with God. I don't know if mom was really liking him or not, but it seemed like she was. Was I reading that right? It seemed like mom really was feeling him at the end of this whole situation. And her parents are so much fun to talk to. I feel like her parents and his mom will be a good old Kiki at the daggone cookout. Like they're all they like to make jokes. His father was like giving him a high five, left him hanging. Like, it was so, I like her parents. The parents do it for me this season. Well, Carmen parents and Donovan parents, they did it for me this season. And I think that the fact that they introduced each other to their real family may really mean something. Now, I don't know if I'm digging too deep, okay, because it is TV. But don't you think that if you have the option to choose your family members to bring to meet someone, if you actually choose your mom and your dad, it may actually be something serious that you considering? Yes, her parents was a highlight of the show. The mom believes he believes in God and didn't care about nothing else. Right. That's what it was given. That's what I was like, I don't know. But I really enjoyed, because I was sitting here like, did we really need this conversation? Did we really need to meet the girls' moms and parents? But I actually enjoyed meeting Carmen's mom and father. And I really feel like they'll have a good old time at the cookout, at the baby shower, at everything. Now, my only question is, because we know that Carmen and Donovan decided to stay together, okay? When they meet up each other, she had a little floral dress on, okay? And Donovan had on his little, suit, whatever the case may be. Did he have on a suit? What Donovan had on? I can't remember. But nonetheless, he showed up and he surprised her with tickets. Tickets to anywhere. We could go anywhere. And I was like, anywhere? That's so cute. It was giving me very, very much an ultimatum with Ray and Jake when they were supposed to be going anywhere in the world and they never made it. I was like, that's going to be Carmen and Donovan. Child, we're going to be at the reunion. Like, did y'all ever go on that trip? No. We didn't make it. We decided that it probably wasn't a good thing for us to do at the time. Okay. Donovan is not the catch that he thinks he is. He is a dang shame because he needs to humble himself real quick. Why do you think he needs to humble himself? What did he do that made him seem unhumble? I want to know if Donovan gonna let Carmen pack that powerful chain on that trip. Child, he gonna let her take that train wherever they go, but that chain wherever they go. But like I just said, y'all really think they going on this trip? Let me know. Let me know. Yes or no? Do y'all really think by the time we get to the reunion that Donovan and Carmen is really going on this trip? Now, I'm not gonna be surprised when they be like, we didn't make it, we didn't go. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think they going? Do y'all think they going? Like, they ain't going on no trip? No, I don't think so either. Like, a part of me wants to see if this is real. I want to feel like maybe the connection is something that we didn't get to see blossom in front of the screen. But the last time we didn't see a relationship blossom in front of the screen and then they end up having a real relationship, it turned out to be a fake relationship in a real relationship type of situation. Aisha and Donovan. Okay, I mean, not Donovan. Dante's dad. That daggone Donovan and Dante's, they sound like the same people. It's giving very much the same energy. The way it just came out my mouth. Just saying. Okay. But do y'all think that they actually have a real connection to the point where they can actually be in a real committed relationship for a certain amount of time? I'm saying at least 8 to 9 months, maybe a year relationship with just like, basic relationship. Because at the end of the day, a lot of relationships don't work out, right? So we can't say that they didn't have a real connection, a real relationship because it just didn't work out. But do y'all think it's gonna be any like stories outside of like it just didn't work out? Is it gonna be like, oh, he was cheating on me and had a baby on me? Jason. Oh, he was cheating on me and had another baby on me. Donovan. Like, y'all think it's gonna be a whole story, or y'all think it's just gonna be something that just didn't work? I think the two will go on a trip. I think they're both looking for a good time. It sounds like a good time. I think they will have such a good time, but I don't know if it's gonna be anything long lasting, longevity. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but we'll have to see. The way he interacted with Sabrina Whistle herself is messy. He told me all I needed to know. The way his mama talked about him, so he thinks he's God's gift, and he is simply not. Ooh, what's a little Donovan shade up in the chat? TT, what TT? What you got against Donovan? You think they both wanted to make it to the end? I don't think it will last, but for the short term, definitely. Okay. So we're saying that it's probably going to be something like a good old fling, a good old time of, just doing what they do and then calling it a day, hanging it on up, give them a couple of months after filming and things like that. At the reunion, get down to it. And, hey, we did what we came to do, make it to the end, get some publicity and move on. No, ma'am, I don't believe it's a genuine connection. Looks like lust to me. They get along, so the sex might be great, but I don't think they will last. I think they come to the reunion because of pride. Right? Ooh. So I know it's been rumored that them two had some type of pact to make it to the end. And I really feel like maybe that's why Donovan kind of cut off Sabrina towards the end, because he realized that it was going nowhere. And my thing is with Sabrina, I just feel like Sabrina did the process, I would assume, the way that the process was supposed to go. Continue to date the man until she found someone, and then she did find no one, so she eventually eliminated herself for this, that, and the other. But I also feel like, why were you looking for talking about her interview? Now, I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but why was she chasing after Demetrius because she made it seem like she wanted someone to pursue her and this, that, and the other. And she was chasing after Demetrius. And when Demetrius was being steady who he was, not really putting in the effort like he always was, not jumping over tables to get to her like he always was, then all the way at the end, she decides that that's not good enough for her. But girl, you was the one begging him to give you something, anything. And the little bit of inch that he gave you, you took it and took it and took it and took it and took it. When you had men, I would assume like Tory and Donovan who were like into you. Now, this is the thing. In her interview, she said that when Tory got up and walked away, because remember, Tory was upset when she was nibbling on Demetrius' ear. She got up and walked away, and she went after him. Now I'm sitting here, now I'm side-eyeing everything because Tory told us in his interview that he didn't actually get up and storm away. It was close to the end of the night. They had been filming for a long day, and he was just like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to get the F up out of here. And they took it and made it seem like he stormed away from the table. Now, my thing is, who's right? Who's wrong, who's telling the truth, and who's lying? Because if you put it all together, if Tory's saying he didn't do that, he didn't get up and walk away like that, he was just, that's not how it played out. And yet she's sitting here saying that she actually went after him to talk to him, to comfort him. I'm starting to look at her sideways because if you think about the conversation that they had when they actually had a conversation on a date, he asked her what happened because he kind of felt blindsided at the whole situation. So my thing is, if they did have that conversation, like she said they did, then there was no need to have it again. So Sabrina, is you lying or is you telling the truth? I'm not really sure how I feel about it. But what can we say? We don't know. Maybe in the Dagon reunion, we'll get down to the bottom of some things. But I will tell you one thing for sure. Paul gonna tell it all. Paul is gonna tell it all. I think Sabrina waited entirely too late to show how he I think Sabrina waited entirely too late to show how he truly was, especially the submissive part. Right. But like he has never hid anything about himself. Once you realize that this man was giving you red flag after red flag after red flag, all the things that you kept saying that you didn't like about him, you kept chasing him. Why not stop chasing or even entertaining this man when he's literally showing you everything you don't want? Everything you don't want, he's showing you, and yet and still, you choose to go after him. So when she finally cut it off, Demetrius sitting there like he still wanted to work it out. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't understand that dynamic or that relationship. It is not for me to understand, obviously, because they didn't want us to get it because we didn't get it. But I really feel like at this point, I don't know what's the purpose of Ready to Love. Like, we need to just make this a game show. Donovan, get on your nerve. You can't lie. Y'all, hold on one second. Okay, so right, they both give me "We Are Here to Make an Appearance" vibe. I just don't understand how the issue between him and Sabrina was left so darn quick. I think Sabrina waited entirely too late. Okay, she wanted him so bad, but he wasn't even speaking to her exactly. And once he started showing his true self, she was like, nah. But that's the thing. If he obviously wasn't giving you any attention, why do we do this as women? Why do we always go after the one who's sitting on the sideline, not talking to us, not doing anything? Y'all, give me a second. Give me a second. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry. I just don't understand why my daughter keep running in and out of the house, like just running back and forth. Like, child is stressing me out. I really just don't understand what's the purpose of Ready to Love. Like, what are we winning? What are we winning? We might as well get a prize. We might as well get something because we're definitely not getting love. Okay. Which leads me to Joy and Clifton. Y'all, I really hope that they make it. If y'all seen the thumbnail to this video, that's them two with the finger tats, okay? The king and queen of it all, okay? And I don't know if it's symbolic of their love, because you know some couples get tattoos on their ring fingers to make it symbolic of their love or whatever the case may be. But I really hope that it works out. I really hope that it's real. I hope that it's not just lust. I hope that it's not just for attention. Because if we notice, Clifton wasn't doing anything to make it seem like he was trying to get anything out of this, and neither was Joy. And I don't think they both came in thinking that they would actually find someone. Because when Joy was sitting there crying about the fact that it feels so real, it just made me think to myself, like, maybe she didn't expect to actually find love, which is why she's still so surprised at the fact that she's leaving right after this show. And I'm even curious to know, did she make it to the reunion if she had to leave right after they stopped filming? Or did she fly back? Is she on a screen? Like, what is this, a Zoom call? Like, how does this reunion actually look? And what is actually going to be called out? Because all the drama that they're going to discuss has nothing to do with what we actually saw. Which is why it just baffles me, because at this point, why not just make this the reality TV show of the behind the scenes of the Ready to Love cast? Because baby, that's what all the stuff is from. That's what all the conversation, that's what all the interviews, that's what everything about this season that we talked about really had nothing to do with what we saw. It had everything to do with what we didn't see. So at this point, I'm here for the Ready to Love behind the scenes show. Because baby, if you want to give me drama, let me get drama. Do not give me this false narrative of people actually looking for love, because that's not what it is. At least change the title, because if you change the title, then we know what to expect. Okay. I think Sabrina just found Demetrius mysterious, and she thought she could peel layers. She thought she could peel layers. Unfortunately, the only layer Demetrius has is his beard. Sabrina thought she could force him to be interesting. I think Clifton and Joy have a genuine connection. However, Clifton loves him some sex. Just look at IG once. I think he struggles when she leaves and maybe then cheats. But I think he went to Mexico with her so he wouldn't cheat. Because Joy said it straight out, like, I can't wait to have sex with you. I was like, girl, she ain't had no filter, no cut on it or nothing. She was ready to go ahead and hop up on him, okay? Point blank in a period. She was going to get her some of that Clifton, trying to make us believe that they probably didn't do it. It was something that's telling me that they definitely did it at that retreat. Y'all believe they didn't do it, or y'all really believe that they didn't do it to after the daggone show? Because everything in me is saying that they definitely did it at that retreat. When he walked out in her robe, you can't tell me nothing different. Yeah. I think I picked the wrong time of day to do this, y'all, because between my husband and my daughter, they really doing the most. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. Okay, my husband is literally outside cleaning out his car with the music so loud that you can hear it inside the house, and I'm just over here like, why? Okay, he keeps sending my daughter inside of the house and outside of the house to get stuff to clean out the car, so she keeps running in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and they both at this point about to drive me insane. He's talking about something. Is it still loud? I think it is still loud. I can still hear your whole car system from right here. See, this is why now I'm gonna have to go outside and go on a rant, baby. Because, child, it be your own family. And I told him I was going live. See, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I can't wait for the reunion to see if Joy's there. I think they will work together, but her being alone, I doubt Clifton will wait for her. I don't think he's gonna wait either. They should did something at the retreat. Not sure what it was though. Oh, so they did something, but we're not sure what it was. Okay. They don't want me to be great. I don't understand. Like, I told him when I woke up, I said I got to film, put a ring on it. I'm doing my Ready to Love live. I might have to squeeze in an ultimatum, and I want to do the daggone 90-day fiance tonight. So you got to give me some time today, baby. Give me some time. And now look, he go outside to clean the car, but somehow, some way, he's still all messing me up. Whew. I'm telling you, y'all, YouTube is a hard job. The biggest thing to do, the biggest thing as a content creator is to get everyone else around you to be quiet. That is the hardest task of it all, to get everyone to be quiet. But yeah, so I really feel like, and I'm standing 10 toes down on what I said. Something's off about Clifton, and I don't know what it is, and I don't want to say it's going to be this, and I don't want to say it's going to be that, but I honestly don't think they're going to make it, and I don't think it's going to be an easy split, and I do think that it's going to be some stuff said, but I don't know if Joy would be the one to come out and actually say it, because she doesn't strike me as that type of person, okay? She doesn't strike me as that type of person whatsoever. Now, I saw Camille's post talking about, I guess Little Black Book made a video. Well, I'm guessing he made a video about why people were praising Joy and Clifton and not Camille and Cornelius. That's his name. You right about Dante. So I'm gonna believe you. I was right. Thank you. Look, I was right about Zach when I told y'all. I said, if all the girls saying that Zach is this, that, and the other, y'all gonna have to believe me when I tell you it's something with him. I be right about these people, and y'all be like, no, Chloe, no, how dare you say that? What? And then when it come out, and I be like, remember when you unsubscribed to me because I said, okay, now you back, just hit that subscribe button and show me some love. But there is definitely something about Clifton that I do not know what it is. I do not know what it is, but I'm gonna have to just wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out, y'all. I'm gonna just wait it out, but mark my words, it's gonna be something. Now, now when they say it's because Camille and Cornelius were crazy and shooting and shouting in people's faces. That part. But I really think it's the simple fact that even though they both kind of solidified their relationships kind of early, they weren't intimidating people, telling people like not to go on dates with other people, threatening people not to eliminate certain people. They were actually going through the process, talking about Joy and Clifton. Joy and Clifton were really going through the process to a certain extent. Like Clifton was holding on to the kid. Now, we know Clifton didn't want the kid, but Clifton knew that in order to stay in this daggone process, he had to keep someone in his back pocket. He had to still entertain someone enough to stay around, okay? And that's exactly what he did. Clifton, Joy, she played around in the beginning. She almost got sent home, but she ended up staying, this, that, and the other. She was very friendly. She was very flirtatious. She literally was flirting with all the guys. If you think about Joy sitting on Paul's lap, if you think about how she was, trying to have that conversation with Tory, like Joy was still trying to spread herself around, but not too much to the point where it seemed like she was trying to build something. And Clifton also was doing his little thing, okay? He was still going on dates. He was still having a number one and number two. So ultimately, they weren't solely set in to the point where everyone was like, it's them and nothing else. Because once you become it's us and nothing else, that's when you end up getting sent home. Clifton did the kid dirty every minute is sexual. I said that. Clifton is he says a lot of sexual stuff, and I know that, and I get it, and they're grown, they could do it. Okay. But they played the game. I would say how the game is supposed to be played. If you think about it, the point is to build connections with people, see who's your strongest connection, not build a connection with someone and then get rid of everyone else right off the bat. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference to me. I don't know if it had to do with anything other than just that. I didn't watch the video, so I don't know how he explained it or broke it down. But to me, it just felt as though they were, they were more in the process than the other two. And it wasn't as shady and shicey as conniving as the other two. From what we hear, from what we see, that's just what I got. At the end of the day, if Cornelius and Camille found love from this show, then they did what needed to be done. Point blank, period. They left together and they still together. So if it's real, if it's not real, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. Um, uh, she was right for them. Aisha did a part 2 documentary on how Dante did a part 2 documentary, child, whole documentary. Whew, that I mean, the second part is the part that got me, but you know what? And we over that now, okay? Joy and Clifton had their tops, but still gave other folks an opportunity. Absolutely, and that's really basically all it comes down to. The fact that if this is why Tyrone got sent home last season, as soon as he's locked in on Shiloh, as soon as he locked in on Shiloh, he went home because they felt like there was no way he was going to have a connect with anyone else. And the point of this is to date around, to even figure out if the connection that you think is your real connection is your real connection. Because as we know, those real connections that be forming in the beginning slowly be turning into something else. Hence Sabrina and Tory. Hence Sabrina and Demetrius. Like these relationships don't really be what you think they are. Hence Dakia and Eric. Okay, they always seem like that's the one, and then it always turned out that ain't the one. Okay, even after the show, it still don't be the one. That's why I'm just like, I don't know if Ready to Love needs to revamp the show, call it something else, or do something else. But it's starting to get a little bit stale because it's so predictable. Every season it's the same thing. You know, we go to the retreat, we live together, we play truth or dare, we we do what else they do? They meet the parents, they meet the exes. Like this is becoming like so predictable, and it's not really exciting because unfortunately the cast don't really be caring about the connections. They care about making it to the end more so than anything. Okay, now Tyrone found love with Ace. Maybe Tyrone should have been on this season. That would have been cute. Could you imagine seeing Tyrone and Ace actually finding that love? But I also feel like they probably wouldn't have found that connection on this show because Tyrone's tunnel vision. Tyrone has tunnel vision like Tory. Once he get his mind set on who he want, like he did with Shiloh, he's gonna be locked in. So if he had that initial attraction to Ace, he would have locked in and it'd have been like Tyrone, bye. Bye, Tyrone, bye. And he would have got sent home again. Okay, because remember, Laverne's choice was Ace. And Ace was like, it's just not it for me. Like this relationship is just not it for me. Okay. It needs a revamp. Tommy didn't even know cast members left. That's what I'm saying. Like, how did you lose a whole cast member and not know it? And then you go meet up with the cast member and she don't show up. And then you sit here, you telling us, like, if you don't take this process serious, I'll take you out of it myself. No, Tommy, they don't take this process serious. And they took themselves out of this themselves. Okay, everyone literally self-eliminates and goes to the show this season. I don't think I'm trying to think who actually got eliminated. who actually got eliminated besides Precious and Laverne? Okay, Eric left. Ace left. Who else left? It was too many people. I can't remember. Eric left. Ace left. Who else left? I'm looking at these people in my head, but I can't get their names out. It's been too many seasons. It's been too many people to keep up with. Wally got sent home, right? Yeah, poor Wally. Like, what happened to Wally? I feel like they didn't. Sabrina don't count. She was just trying to get in front of the devil. She did not want to get sent home, so she sent Demetrius home. Tina done ghost the show. I don't know what's up with this cast, y'all. But I will ask y'all this. Do y'all feel like y'all connected with any of this cast at all? Do you feel like you got you a home girl, a homie? Do you feel like you got someone that you like? Like out of this cast, do you feel like you got you a new, follow buddy on Instagram, like someone you're interested in to like really getting to know? I think Tommy himself is shy. He be having bags under his eyes, child looking like Katina, but that's another story for another day. But I'm just trying to figure out like what's happening. Like, what are we doing? And I don't I didn't get any. I didn't feel anything from the season. I don't know what's happening with reality TV. Are we literally transitioning out of reality TV, y'all? Because I'm looking at the pattern how I was feeling with Married at First Sight and how I'm just like, what is happening here? And now I'm coming over to Ready to Love and I'm just like, what is happening here? Like, I don't feel any type of investment. And usually with TV shows that we watch for like almost 2 to 3 months, by the end of it, you feel invested. Like you pick a side. Like, that's my homegirl. I'm riding with her. I really enjoyed it. And I didn't find anyone this season where it was like it was them for me. You know, it was like I just couldn't find anyone to really connect with. Um, and so it made it very difficult. Tory was the realest brother on the show. Tory was nice, but they also made Tory seem as though he was thirsty. They made him seem like he was weak. They really portrayed him. If you listen to his interview, the way that he says they tried to portray him is not who he really is. And I'm just curious as to why though, because they made it seem like he was so head over heels thirsty over Sabrina. Like it was either all or nothing. And then the simple fact that Own is too involved when it comes to the interviews and stuff like that. Like, why wouldn't they set up his interviews? Like, they didn't set him up to interview with anyone besides, so it was like people who wasn't, the normal Ready to Love people interviewing him outside of Kamisha Reviews, because of course Kamisha Reviews, she gonna get whoever she wants you, she gonna try to get you, and that's okay. But I'm talking about like their own, interviews that they always set up for them. Like, what did Tory do to actually get blackballed like this? Allegedly, I don't know. It just seems so weird. This whole season, this whole cast, the whole everything, like them like being so dismissive of the cast themselves. The kid, she seems nice or Precious. I think they made Precious look crazy. You think they made Precious look crazy? I think that Precious was behind the scenes stirring up a lot of ish, okay? Because if you remember, Laverne said that Precious said this and this, that, and the other. They was plotting to get him out of there. And then remember that, Tori said that Precious was the one going around lying about the whole kiss and this, that, and the other, when they had actually said that they kissed twice. They kissed twice. And she's the one that went back and told Demetrius that Donovan and Sabrina had kissed, because come to find out, Donovan and Sabrina was kissing. They was kissing. Okay. So Precious was the one who went and told Demetrius that Donovan and her had shared a kiss. She said that they had decided to keep it between them two. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, why was it such a secret? If y'all kiss, y'all kiss. Okay. So when Demetrius found out about the kiss from Precious, I don't even know how Precious is finding out about these kisses. Okay. When he found out about the kiss, he had stopped talking to her. And that's why she was like, what's going on? I was like, that daggone Precious be out. I told y'all, Precious is the new Ron. Y'all remember how Ron left and he spilled all the beans and all the tea? That's exactly what Precious did. Precious was out here putting everybody's business out here front street. Y'all don't go tell Precious nothing, because she gonna tell your business. Did she do interviews? Because I feel like those are the ones I need to go back and watch, okay? Because I wonder if she was spilling the tea, how she was out here spilling the tea during the whole season, okay? Sabrina on her interview seems to be very to be gaslighting and not taking a responsibility for her actions. I don't think, like, I feel like when she caught me with that whole she went to go chase after Tory situation, and then Tory saying that he didn't even say it like that, and that just was spun like that, it just made me start looking at her sideways, because even though I don't know if Tory's telling the truth or not, I feel like Tory's more believable. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know who's telling the truth. It just seemed a little bit more believable, Hey, first home tuber girl. Hey y'all, make sure that you guys like the video, subscribe if you're first time here, subscribing, and if it's not your first time here, subscribe. Make sure your notification bells are on so that you don't miss a live when I especially go live random, because it happens all the time. And if you are watching and you don't feel like commenting, leave me a yellow heart in the comment section just to let me know that you are here, showing me some love and support. Okay. But overall, y'all, this season of Ready to Love was very, very strange. TV this season has been very, very strange. I think she did one a little bit. I might have to go watch it. But see, that's the thing. I wasn't even that interested in this cast to the point where I wanted to go watch their interviews. Usually after, they get off the set, we like, let's go see what such and such had to say. I didn't even have that energy. I think I did one interview rant, and that was after. Nope. I didn't do no interview rants. I only did a rant on Aisha, and that was because she was talking about Donovan. What I didn't understand was some of the men wanted the woman to chase them and waited for the woman to approach them. You know something? That's how it usually is on Ready to Love. That's exactly how it usually is on Ready to Love. The women do all the fighting and chasing, and the men usually sit back and, do the bare minimum. But if you think about how relationships work in real life and how dating works in real life, it's usually the women who are really pursuing men. We just don't know it because they give us some type of energy. But when you sit back and you actually can see the man, and you can actually see how men and women pursue dating, a lot of the women are really like putting their best foot forward, really trying to get the attention of a man and things like that. So just think about that. If you're dating someone who's dating other people, 9 times out of 10, there's another woman fighting for that position just like you are. Because in our minds, we kind of feel like, oh, we have to get the man to choose us. So we jump out of our shell to do all these things. And men have lost that wooingness of them, like to actually pursue a woman, and the mystery of the man sitting in a corner. Like when Laverne was sitting in the corner, remember y'all? He was sitting in the corner and all the girls just came over to him, and he was like, oh, I made up my mind, I'm just gonna sit in this corner and let the people come when they come. And that's exactly what they did. And this is why Precious was upset, because Precious said he's sitting over there in the corner and he don't want to pursue and he don't want to do this, like he got a god complex about him. And that's one thing about me. I'm not chasing after no man. Like, you need to pursue me. And which is why Sabrina is sitting there pulling teeth for Demetrius when she got someone like Tory right in her face saying, I like you. I want to explore this. I want to go on dates with you. I want to see if our connection is strong. But yet you have Demetrius sitting in the back of the bus like this. And you sit here like, he's just sitting in the back of the bus. He's not saying nothing. He's not doing anything. I wonder what's that about. Like, girl, he's not interested into you like that. It's obvious, because if he was, he would have been trying to, pull you in, rope you in a little bit. Laverne well suits the shorts, in the same outfit. I can't trust him. Thank y'all for the yellow hearts. Okay, Sabrina was all over the place. She contradicted herself every time she said something. She has to backtrack on it. Yeah. I was sitting there like, some things ain't added up. Some things are just not adding up when it comes to Sabrina, y'all. And y'all know that was kind of like my homegirl, whatever. I'm still not completely mad at her. I do see some of her faults. And I do see like maybe she wasn't ready for love when she came in this, just like Donovan did tell her. I don't think you're ready for love either. When she tried to tell him, he didn't think she was ready. She didn't think he was ready for love. So it all comes down to me thinking like, none of these people was ready for love. We got one weird couple. Okay, think about who made it to the end. Paul made it to the end, y'all. We've been telling Paul to go home since episode 1. How off is this cast? Okay. Paul made it to the end with the kid, which is cool because the kid, I like the kid. Like, her personality, everything she stands for. She seems like a real genuine, nice, kind person. I like the kid. But then you have Carmen, who was a curveball, and Donovan, who was a curveball, who came in, and then they like clicked with each other. They were each other's curveball, it seemed like. Okay. Like maybe they came in and saw that connections was already built, decided to get their own little thing going and say, hey, like, we can do this. We can do this. I said that Paul grew on me too. He definitely, I guess he had no choice. He was there the whole season. I mean, after seeing someone week after week, what was this episode? 14 or something like that. After seeing them for all these weeks, you kind of get used and custom. People start to grow on you naturally. And then you had Joy and Clifton, but we knew from episode 1 that Joy and Clifton was going to make it to the end. So no one was surprised about that. I think I was surprised what Joy and Clifton would be a couple of months later. Okay. I think that's going to be our surprise. Don't say I didn't say it, because I'm definitely saying it. Do I need to go outside and put up a sign that says making a video inside my house? Do I need to do that? Because I feel like they just disrespectful. Paul made it to the end because of his ego. He kept getting passed over and stuck it out. I believe the kid did the same, but they didn't know each other well enough to commit to anything. I agree. I agree. But that's what we were saying, Disco. I was saying this earlier. Do we rather the couple? Do we rather the people on the show continue to at least try to build connections with people, or do we want them to bow out gracefully once they realize there is no connection? Do we want them to do what the Kia and Paul did? Just keep trying to, see what works, see what doesn't work, see what works, see what doesn't work. Like Paul said, he was looking for quality over quantity. Okay, so he was just going through all the women to see who was going to, do it for him. He lost Tina because she bounced. Okay, he lost Precious because Precious was out here wilding. He lost Carmen because I don't know what Carmen did to Paul, but Paul just stopped liking Carmen out of nowhere. Y'all, now that we think about it, what did Carmen do to Paul? Because wasn't they having a whole connection at one point? They were sitting at the table. She was giving him the smiles. He was ready to sign over the bank accounts. They was having a good old time. And then next thing you know, she's hovering over him while he's trying to eat his salad, and he was just not feeling it. And then their connection was gone. Was it because she hopped in the bed with Donovan at the retreat? Like, what happened between Paul and Carmen, y'all? Because didn't she meet his friend? What happened? Somebody tell me what happened. Now that I think about it, she met his friend. She was telling him, like, we gonna call you Paul. They was going on dates. It was really like a little connection. It was a little sexual energy. He was feeding her pickles. Remember, he was feeding her pickles and everything. He said she had no depth. Oh. So he got over Carmen after he had his first date with the kid and Carmen with the friend. That's when he decided to leave him. That's when he decided to like not deal with her no more. Precious was Tatiana, but Tatiana. I want to see you bust down. Hey, the real just saying. The kid happened. Oh. Thank you. I'm happy that I came across your timeline and you actually clicked in. Okay, thank you for joining us. She told the group that he didn't find the kid sexy. Bang! Ding, 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 ding. Got it, got it, got it. She did go off and say that he didn't find the kid sexy. That he said the kid doesn't do it for him. Okay, okay, makes sense. But he was off of her before that. He was definitely off of her before that. Child, this is what I'm saying. These people be doing what they be doing. They really be doing what they be doing because you're right. But he was kind of done with her before. I guess after the friend, because they be passing people around. The friend probably was like, pick the kid so I can, go over there and get with Carmen. You might be right. Yeah, that's what it's giving. That's exactly what it's giving. Y'all, that's interesting. I'm trying to think. Y'all, these people really be out here doing whatever they want to do. They do be doing whatever they want to do. But this is my thing. I really think that Ready to Love should do another resort. Stop being cheap. Stop being cheap. That's all it is. They being cheap because last season when they did the resort season, they was out here talking about the food wasn't good, the place was dirty. They would say it was a lot of controversy about where they were staying. But I honestly feel like if they put these people into the house together, the show will give us everything that we need from the show. Okay, we'll be able to see who's jealous. We'll be able to see everyone interaction, who's sneaking in and out of everyone's rooms. Okay, who's hooking up before our eyes. Because the resort season was the best season. And they need to go back to that. Because it's losing its touch, if you ask me. It's losing its touch. But y'all, I think that's it. Joy, Clifton walked off into the sunset. Carmen and Donovan are going on a trip anywhere. Where would y'all go? Someone said, we're going on a trip, me and you, wherever you want to go. Where will y'all go? I was thinking about this and I really can't figure out. I think I will go to Africa because I want to go to Africa to see what, Go back to the motherland, All the action happens behind the scenes, which is why if y'all are not going to do nothing, at least tape behind the scenes of filming Ready to Love and let us watch that. Because baby, I will be all tuned into the behind the scenes of the Ready to Love cast. Because they always have something. All the little bit of excitement that we got from this season was from behind the scenes, but that's normally how it is with Ready to Love. It's never really been the show. It's always been the he said, she said, this happened, that happened, Bali, any island. Yes, I think the resort style will give them more time together and more eyes on everything, more connections and more disconnections. Right. It's right there, hits you right in the face. Yeah, they need another resort like the season where we heard Winter was creeping into people's room. Now we saw Winter. Winter was stumbling out of Jay's room. She was wobbling on that. We was like, Winter, girl. Then when Kafani was sitting over there with was it Kyra? Denise walked by, was like, keep it cute. Yo, that season right there was the best season. Okay, Naya came out of there and was like, that's all right. I got my boyfriends waiting for me at the airport. She was ready to go. Best season ever. They was like, so what do you think about Chris? Chris who? Chris who? I was like, not she fumbled the bag on Chris. Then she gonna get mad because she didn't have his number, so she couldn't find out, get the information about the podcast that they was talking about. I said that daggone Naya was funny. That season, that was the season right there, okay? And then I think about like if actually Simone and Rashid would have actually like build that connection that they was already starting to build on that season, and he wouldn't have let Kaya sit there and like string him along and run him through the ropes. He could have really had someone on the season. They could have been a couple from the season. They still a couple from the season, but it's after the season. It don't really count. It count, but it don't really count. Okay. Yes, because the resort you could catch it all. Because what happens is now they can't do any, they're not supposed to meet up outside of filming, which is why it's always drama when they meet up outside of filming. But at the resort, everybody always together. And you ain't got to meet up nowhere. We gonna party here. We going to the rooms here. We having fun here. Remember they was like, what's the name, went to stay the night in old girl room? And they was running down the hall to see, because he had told her he wasn't coming to her room no more. Child, it was a whole lot going on that season. I need them to do that. Bring it back. Because baby, we're not gonna get no love. At least give us some real on-screen drama. That's what I'm here for. Because they really tore that house upside down at the resort season. So I really wish they would just go back to that. Like, Ready to Love, come on. Stop being cheap and really, really invest in a nice little place for these people to come and hang out together and find love together. Be away from their friends and family and see how this work out. Okay, Edwin was out there doing the tantric yoga with Joy. Okay, ooh, that Edwin was something. Mm-hmm. I think the show needs more people. More time. People don't fall in love like that, right? But I don't even think the premise is to fall in love, right? The premise is to see if you are open to commitment, to building a relationship with someone. And I think that will, if they present it more like that, instead of making it seem like, oh, you're supposed to get married at the end of this, then it would make more sense. But something about it just doesn't make sense. Something about fighting over your man, or fighting over your woman with a whole bunch of other people, to make it to the end of a show sounds a little weird to me. Just a little bit weird, a little bit. Or have a resort all stars, but who will be the all stars? Who would be the all stars? Aisha even thought she was pregnant, was wilding between rooms at the resort. Right, going between the rooms at the resort. They was wilding at the resort. Girl, we need that back. Y'all better tell Will Packer stop playing with us. Y'all better tweet nephew Tommy, tell him to stop playing with us. Okay, give us the result. Give the people what they want. If we telling you what we want, and you stop giving us what we don't want, just stop. Even though, yeah. So I don't know, but I really feel like Ready to Love this season was a bust. Mike is definitely an all-star. What season is he from? Because I don't think I watched that season. I started doing the results season. So I don't know anybody before that. Sorry, y'all. I don't know anybody before that. The viewers can vote. The viewers can vote. I don't know who I would want to see though. Yeah, I think I keep hearing about Mike all the time. Or is it somebody else I keep hearing about season one? Okay, so we would have to put the. I'm gonna have to go rewatch the seasons, y'all, and see what it's given because y'all always tell me that it's definitely better and it's more genuine previously than this season. So I would like to see what those seasons look like before the resort season, which will actually be season. This supposed to be season 6, but they say 5. So that will probably either season 4. You would go to Bora Bora? Yeah, that sounds nice. I would think I would go to Africa though. If I had a trip to anywhere, it would have to be Africa. Go back to the motherland. Okay, see what's happening over there. See, where we came from. Okay, let's touch the soil a little bit. Visit the people, the good and the bad of it all. But yeah, so Ready to Love this season. Thumbs down or thumbs up? What y'all giving it? What y'all giving it? I'm gonna give it a bust. I'm gonna say it. I said it. I said what I said. I'm standing by it. But I feel like this may be one of the best reunions ever. Because y'all thought last season reunion was giving. I feel like this one is definitely gonna be given its ghetto. Remember last season, what's her name was like, this is ghetto. This is ghetto. Okay. I feel like this one is definitely gonna be ghetto. Y'all know I love me a little ghetto. I'm from the ghetto. I think you love start from season 2. I would love that one. Okay. 4. The Miami season coming the next should be set up at a resort. I agree. Oh, so yeah, you need to watch season 1 and 2. Okay, I'm gonna go watch it. Yes, the reunion is gonna be the tea. It is gonna be the tea, baby. Alexis for sure. Oh, Alexis will be good. They should bring back Alexis. They need to bring back. I wouldn't mind seeing Naya again too. Bring back Naya. They can keep Kyra though, because Kyra pissed me off so bad. Ooh, she pissed me off so bad. Bring back Ron, because I would like to see Ron. Because Ron gonna spill all the tea. We need to have somebody messy. We gotta have the messy people in the house, okay? It's a thumbs down for you. It's a bust. Okay. I don't know, y'all, but the reunion, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I think is Tommy hosting the reunion? Tressa. Yeah, Tressa was like, this is ghetto. I was like, ooh, child, it's definitely giving ghetto. And that cat's still going on, y'all. They still beefing with each other like, child, we in a whole nother season. And I wonder if they're going to give us a break between this season and next season, or if it's just going to be this is this and this is that, and that's it. Y'all, what y'all thinking? Y'all think we're going straight into the next season, or it's over? Because I'm sure they already started filming it. So we know we're not getting a resort next season. But I really hope the season after that, they give us a resort. Give us a resort so that we can just revamp the show, so that at least if we don't get real connections and love, we can get some drama. Yes, he is hosting it. Saw the preview. Y'all know Tommy don't like the mess. Y'all know Tommy gonna be like, stop it. We're gonna leave that right there. Ask Tommy, can I come be his co-host? Because I want to get down to the bottom of it, okay? You know how what's the show called? Love and Hip Hop, when they end up having what's his name in the back with the cast, when they walk off the stage, they will come back there and talk to him. I want to be that person. Let me be the one in the back, so when they get off the stage, they can come talk to me. When they walk off and be angry and upset and mad, I want to have the mic like, so what happened? So who said what? So how do you really feel? It will probably be a break. I hope it's a little break. Give us a little break, okay? Yes, he was right. Let me be in the back with the mic so I can get all the tea. Okay, when they be walking off the stage, or you know how they had them in that room last time when they was watching it, and they was like, saying little stuff. Let me be the one back there with the mic so I can get all the extra tea. I hope the Miami season comes on late this year. What do you mean by late? Like time wise, or like later on in the year? I feel like Ready to Love is gonna ride this train, and they're not gonna jump off of it until they have to. So as long as they giving them seasons, they're gonna keep throwing them out. They really doing like a Married at First Sight. November. That's too late. That would be too late. You don't think that'd be too late? Give us June. Give us June. A summer season. Tommy's sick of it. I think he would probably let them say whatever at this point. Tommy probably like, go ahead, y'all. Do whatever y'all want to do. Say what y'all gotta say. I don't care. Give us a summer break. Come back in October. Dad, y'all wanted to go all the way back to the fall and the winter. Y'all over it? It sounds like y'all over it. Y'all giving me very Married at First Sight vibes that I got. Over it. Over it. But the reunion is next week. It's 2 parts. Precious is going to be in a hot seat. Who else going to be in a hot seat? Tory said that, because I think Kamisha asked him, is there anything that you regret from the reunion? He said that he don't regret anything, but he definitely gave them a lot of footage. So y'all know what that means. It went down. And everyone keeps saying, wait to the reunion. Wait to the reunion. But what I'm going to tell y'all is, it's not the reunion. The reunion is going to be good, but it's going to be all the extra interviews after the reunion when everybody and their mama finally can talk about everything, that everything is going to happen. After the season is when the real show starts for us, y'all. For the viewers, the bloggers, after the season is when everything really starts. Because remember when we was going into last season, we were still talking about everything that was unfolding after the season. That's going to be how this is going to be. So y'all just might as well strap in and get ready for the ride that they're going to give us, because the cast is definitely going to give it to us. Definitely. But that's all I got for y'all. I don't got nothing else when it comes to Ready to Love. And it's the finale. We going to the reunion. The open chat will be open on Friday. I am going to be on Glenn and Jacqueline's channel, Jack and Glenn, for Married at First Sight panel at 3:00. So meet me over there. And then we will be back. I'm trying to map out my time, y'all, because I really want to get the ultimatum in here, but I also want to watch 90 Day Fiance so that we can discuss. Do y'all watch 90 Day Fiance? Let me just ask y'all before we go. While in the meantime, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave me some yellow hearts if you just don't feel like commenting anything. But let me know if y'all watching 90 Day Fiance, because I'm picking it up and I'm going to start reviewing it. But I just want to know, like, now that I have about a good 80-some people in here, if this is y'all thing. I know some of my subscribers really into it. I like 90 Day Fiance personally, but I never thought to review it. And because I'm trying to jump out of this box, this box, I want to see how this goes with 90 Day Fiance. I did try it earlier when I first started my channel, but now I want to try it again now that, I'm a little bit more stable as a YouTuber. But yeah, Jack and Glenn channel. You don't watch 90 Day Fiance? Yes, can't wait to see you on Married at First Sight panel. See you on Jack and Glenn channel. See you over there at 3:00. Yes, so I'm gonna get ready to eat me something, get my life together so I can go over there. But yes, we are gonna do 90 Day Fiance. So if y'all not watching it, go watch it. It's only episode 2 starting tonight at 8:00. And then that's it. Oh, and I gotta watch something else. Please review. It's my first time watching. Okay, well, let's go. We in this together, and it's a new cast, it's a new season, it's new everything. So we starting very fresh, very early with the mess. Okay, with the mess, because I already got some things that I need to talk about. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me. Put a ring on a review is up. So go watch Put a Ring on a Review and let me know what you think about that situation going on over there. And I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Peace.